Good morning. It's time for a coffee with Dreaming English. And today we're going to talk about campfires. So you need three things to start a fire. You need fuel, which could be your wood. It can be newspaper. It can be sticks, which are also wood, right? You need to have a source of heat, which can be a lighter or matches. So you need a source of heat. Now your wood comes from trees. You get the wood from trees. You would cut it down and you would have logs. Like this one. Here's a log that we've cut. This was actually from our backyard. We had a tree that fell down and we cut it up, and here's one of the logs that we will burn in our backyard fire. Sometimes I use these things, and they are something that help. They help the fire go. So I would take this and I would put it in my fire and I would light it with lighter. I'm not going to do that now in the studio because we're inside and that would not be safe. So I will take that newspaper. How I get the fire going, how I get it ready, is I'll take newspaper and I'll crinkle it up. And I'll crinkle up a bunch of newspaper because the newspaper is much easier to light than the logs. So if I light it, it's gonna really light up easily. But if I try to take the lighter to the log, I'll show you this because I know this will not just catch on fire and be unsafe. It doesn't catch on fire very easy. So, but if I did that with this newspaper inside, that would catch on fire really easy. So then I will put my logs on top of that. Actually, before I put my logs on top, I would put some sticks on top of that. Put some sticks on top. Then I would put my fire starter log on there. And then I will put my logs on top of that. And then I wouldn't light this, I would light the newspaper. Again, I'm not going to do it inside of the studio. Not a good idea. Once I got the fire going and it's burning, I might be hungry, so I might want something called a s'more. And how do we make s'mores? Well, what we do is we need either a stick. We can get a stick from a tree, this one, or you can buy these pre-made sticks. They're actually from trees, but they're made all perfect. Or you could get one of these, and this extends, and there I can take and put, I can put a marshmallow. Marshmallow. I'll open up my bag of marshmallows. It's very, very sweet, and I can put it on the stick and I can hold it over the fire until it gets nice and toasty. And then I will take my chocolate. So I like to use these Hershey ones. I will take my chocolate and I'll open it up. I like these Hershey ones because they break up nicely. They have these pre-squares and they break up nicely. And this is about the right amount of chocolate. So at first I want to get my graham crackers. And I already had some graham crackers left over. So I'll put my graham crackers and then I'll put my piece of chocolate like that. And after my marshmallow is nice and toasty and brown, so after it's nice and toasty, and I can kind of toast it up a little bit with this lighter, it would look a little brown, and I'll stick it in between. So it needs to be toasted a little more, doesn't it? Let's see if we can toast our marshmallow. Now I normally wouldn't do it with a lighter, but just to demonstrate, because I don't want to start a whole fire inside of our studio, I would get it nice and gooey. So it's a bit gooey, you can see that. And then I'm going to put it there and put the graham cracker on top, and I'll squish it together. So I have a graham cracker, a s'more, just like the picture on the box. And I eat it. Now, this does not taste as good as if I made it out in the fire. So put that aside. But that's what we do. We have fires, and when we're done with the fire, before we go to bed, we want to make sure it's safe. So we'll take a bucket of water and we'll pour water over our fire to make sure the fire is out. Do you have any fires when you go camping, or any fires in your backyard? Please let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, please think about subscribing. Thanks, and thanks for watching.